Now I want to talk to you why men cheat. I want to talk to you very deeply on the subject why men cheat. Why do men cheat? At what time in relationship does a man goes out and cheat on his spouse? In this message about trapped souls, we will be using that word trapped to investigate reasons to why things happen the way they do. When a man feels incomplete, he will seek avenues to complete himself. In the Bible, the woman was supposed to come to a man to make a man feel complete. When Adam saw Eve, the first words that Adam used was bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh, and that's how the word woman was derived. It is not a man that was taken from a woman. It was a woman that was taken from a man. So a man remains incomplete until he finds his bone and his flesh. If a man does not find a bone and a flesh out of a woman, he continues to pursue. And this is what most women have no idea about. If you have a relationship, a sexual relationship with a male as a woman, and then you find you're pregnant, you go tell the man, I'm pregnant. And then both of you craftily choose to cover up this with a plan for a wedding. So you're calling for a wedding because you have a situation. You want to cover up the pregnancy. He doesn't want the shame. And so you have a wedding. The motive for the wedding has nothing to do with marriage. You are settling down with this woman because you want to cover up a situation. The content to marriage is still missing and lacking. You are relating based on parenthood. A child is causing this relationship. You are making your choices based on a child is coming. So you are basically parents in this relationship, but not married couples. Because in marriage, a man discovers a woman. In parent, a person is responsible. You're being responsible to a child. It is a relationship that is more of parental. So what is bringing you together is to parent the child. But you haven't discovered each other. And because you haven't discovered each other, you are not yet married. In marriage, there are two important positions of individuals. The male is a husband and a father. The female is a wife and a mother. So your position is what constitutes reasons to marriage. You are a wife to your husband. You are not a mother to your husband. You are a mother to your child. He's not your father. He's your husband, but a father to the child. So if you are getting married because a child is coming, yet you haven't discovered each other if you are a soulmate, the lack of being soulmate is going to keep each one of you, and especially the man, to continue with the journey of searching for a soulmate. And that is how you create the position of a side chick and infidelity. Because once the soul is empty and has no fulfillment, it will bother the soul owner. For it is a responsibility for a soul to be fulfilled and satisfied. Though you claim to be married, you are just parents. You do not fulfill his heart. He be keeping you up there because of children. And you're going to be making more babies because he only acknowledges you as a fellow parent, but not a wife. Because you did not qualify to be a wife. You had a sex, a child came out, but yet you had not discovered each other. You are just being responsible to the evil of fornication that you did that night. And this is what you're doing for the rest of your life, being responsible of the fornicated night. And out of the fornication came the young man or the young girl. You don't have a marriage. You are parenting a child. It is important that you understand the science of a human soul and how it works. You can be attracted to somebody sexually that has nothing to do with the soul. In my previous message, I talked about the human flesh. That is what most of us exist with. In every day, we're making choices based on our flesh, not based on our souls. Your soul and your flesh, they coexist, but they're not the same. Your flesh is the driving force of your life. Your soul is the judgment, the heart, the truth to who you are, often overwhelmed by the flesh. And that's why any choices you're making in the flesh are bound to be irregular. They're bound to be fragile, unstable, incomplete. And that's how you bring confusion in relationship, because you walk with your flesh. You're everlasting. You're never satisfied because you don't operate with your soul. So most men will be cheating because of the science of emptiness. If a woman cannot attach to their soul, then a woman is non-existence in their lives. That's why you find many relationships, sex don't bring you together. And in many cases, you're not even staying together, living in the same room together. You're not sexually attracted. But before you were sexually attracted, because everything that you did in the flesh is bound to change. You need a soul. What does your soul say? In order to bring to an end the nightmare, the confusion of infidelity, one must discover what their soul is and that which can fulfill the purpose to their soul. That is when you will become whole.